The J. Cole and Diddy fight. The actual story has finally been revealed by TDE founder Punch. I previously covered this topic before on my channel, and man has there been some new development. This story has been circulating for so long, with it being mentioned on different podcasts and interviews, to J. Cole himself mentioning it on a song. But finally, it's safe to say that we have the most accurate story. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so it's 2013 and the VMA Awards just wrapped up. Kendrick Lamar just recently dropped a crazy verse on a song called Control. I'm sure you heard about it. But if you didn't, this is the song where Kendrick calls out every rapper in the game and challenged them to step it up.
But this is hip hop and them know what time it is. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, J Electron, Tyler McMillan. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more now, no verb from you niggas. What is competition? I'm trying to raise the bar high. Who's trying to jump and get it?
This verse shook up the rap game, and the night of the VMAs, tensions were high, especially with those who were called out on the song. Kendrick decides to attend a VMA after party hosted by Jay-Z and Diddy. Before he even arrives to the event, J. Cole and a drunk Diddy already have had a back and forth discussing the Control verse. It gets a little heated, but nothing physical happens between the two men and they go their separate ways. By the time Kendrick arrives, J. Cole pulls him to the side to discuss the verse. The conversation goes well as both men agree that this is all competition and nothing said in the verse should be taken personally. Great conversation until Diddy interrupts and reignites his previous argument with J. Cole. Apparently Diddy was faded and was being a little bit belligerent, but Cole stood his ground. J. Cole and K-Dot's camp walk away and head to their VIP section, but Diddy was not finished. He walks over to J. Cole again and says, "If you ever say what you said to me earlier," and proceeds to grab a bottle from the table. J. Cole responds, "What you gonna do? Hit me on the head with that bottle?" Most likely a reference to Diddy's situation with Steve Stout. Diddy reacts and says, "Nah, I'm gonna break it on the table and cut your throat with it." At that point, Diddy reaches over to J. Cole and grabs him by the neck. This is when J. Cole starts swinging back and both of them fall on the table, knocking everything and everyone over. This is when an all-out scuffle breaks out. Emory Jones, who is Jay-Z's right-hand man, sees the commotion going down and thinks Jay-Z is involved. He jumps in swinging, not realizing that the person he's swinging on is J. Cole. Once he realized what the hell was going on, they broke up the whole fight. J. Cole and his people got up out of there, and this night would be a rumor that will run wild in hip-hop for ages. Now I am glad that we finally got to hear the actual story behind this altercation. If you'd like to hear the story straight from the horse's mouth, I would suggest you go listen to the R&B Money podcast with TDE's Punch and also his interview with Mav Hoffa. Those were the two videos I mainly used as my point of references while creating this video. But let me know what y'all think about this. Knowing what we know now about Diddy, this unhinged drunken behavior don't sound off at all. Diddy sound like he was that drunken dude at the party that nobody wanted to be around. Either way, shout out to all the yo-yas on the east side. It's your boy KD. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out of here.